can't believe you watched this.
This is your fault.
I don't want to
It
say.
was a joke.
Thanks, Joe. It's not even an OJ episode yet.
No,
And you got us watching
I
this.
wouldn't even recommend this to anyone.
I don't want to say it's the worst superhero film ever, but
it's up
yeah.
there. It's up there.
It's certainly the worst superhero comedy ever.
Oh, is it
How
comedy?
about that? I think, right? There's no joke. That joke from Joe was the funniest joke in the entire film. About the entire film. Guys, now, I'm not about to shit on this film for the next 15, 20 minutes because it's got Melissa McCarthy in it from Ghostbusters 2016. Okay? No, I'm shitting on it because it is a bad Netflix film. This movie sucks.
Yep.
Okay? Just like the bad Adam Sandler Netflix films. They're terrible. They're awful. In fact, this film was so bad, it made me go and watch the Hubie Halloween because I wanted to see that there's no way, right? There's no way that, that Adam Sandler's Netflix garbage can be as bad as this. Did you know he recently signed an extension for 4 more films with Netflix in 2020?
Hey, he's making money, so.
Right. To see if it was worse or better, and I can't even compare the two. It's so bad. Hubie Halloween was really bad. But there was some charm. Yeah, there was some charm. There was some funny jokes. I actually laughed in Hubie Halloween. And he does a lot of throwbacks to his nostalgic stuff, right? Where, you like it, O'Doyle and these kinds of things. Here, Melissa McCarthy, this is yet another film that she does with her director husband. And it seems like all the films that she does with her director husband are terrible. Like, the ones she does with other people are better, except for Paul Feige with Ghostbusters. Yeah. They had some success with, Bridesmaids, but...
Bridesmaids, Spy.
Melissa is playing the same fucking character in all the goddamn films that she does. I don't know why she does this over and over.
It's the same thing with Will Ferrell. It's like, oh,
yeah,
these
Will
great
Ferrell,
movies,
that's true.
Then you get
I don't like Will Ferrell much anymore
Holmes
either.
and Watson.
Yeah.
God awful.
This is the bottom of the barrel kind of stuff.
And I lost some respect for Netflix because I was like, this is #1 in America.
#1
Fuck
in
you,
America.
Netflix. You liar.
No, it's number. I mean, America. Here's the thing. It's Melissa McCarthy. It's superheroes.
It's got like a good rating on it. I was like, who gives
Joe, don't look
rated?
at the ratings on Netflix are bullshit, and you know this.
I know, but I'm just like,
you know this, man.
Who?
Screw you, Joe, for making me watch this. What did y'all think? It is bad.
Oh yeah, that's why I brought it up on the news. It's like I made a mistake. I watched Thunder Force, and
I didn't.
And
okay, I think there were.
This is gonna be a review. So.
Let me give you just a real quick breakdown of the first 3 jokes, so you have some idea of whether you want to watch, whether you want to put yourself through the torture that we did, as if you're a masochist, right? Okay, so here's the first joke. Hey, Tito, quit leaving candy wrappers in my rig. Because, she's a, hard worker, the hard hat worker, and, he's leaving candy wrappers all over the place. And she did. And then the second, so that was a small little one, little joke. Here's the big joke that actually sets up for laughs. She has rancid milk, and she pours it in her cereal, and she eats it. And she pours and then she drinks from the milk carton to see if it's rancid.
To see if it's a cereal that's rancid or the milk.
Or the milk that's
rancid. Because the cereal goes rancid.
Yeah.
Did you know that cereal goes rancid?
And she
Did
poured
you
some
know
beer
that?
in it.
Yeah,
and then she put beer in it.
So that was, and then like they wait for you to laugh, and no, it was not funny.
Please.
Yeah, please, please clap, please clap. And then finally, the next big joke is knock knock. An owl. Shut up.
Yeah, we have the guy.
Knock
who
knock. Owl.
jokes.
Shut up.
He never could figure out how to do a joke.
The entire thing. That's his whole thing.
His shtick is he doesn't know how to tell.
And then finally,
who's
Urkel? How do you not know who Urkel is? Family Matters. Did I do that? 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 Urkel. Did I do that? Come on, you know who Urkel is. Urkel from Family Man. Did I do that? Did I do that? Like they
He's
must
not
have.
exaggerating.
No,
That's
they
how long it
last
went.
that long.
That's how long it goes. I'm just
And
letting
she
you know.
does all of that.
Yeah. That was a perfect, like,
That was
you're
it.
like, oh, you're just being bombastic. That is exactly how that
No,
went.
I was shocked. I was like, what is going? Like I don't think I've cringed harder at like a major kind of. I guess it's not.
Octavia Spencer is in this fucking
She's
movie.
great,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
not
yeah.
Like
here.
she phoned it the fucking because they're friends, right? Melissa McCarthy and her are friends, and then Melissa McCarthy is married to the director, which is how this whole thing gets made. But it's like, come on, like you have an Oscar, right? You have an
really
Oscar.
bad.
What are you
Really
doing?
Better.
Okay, so anyways, what do you think, Alex?
It was not good.
Eh.
These things make
I told
sense to
y'all.
me.
These people are sociopathic. They are the real miscreants to make this film.
Yeah, so what these things make sense to me because these things make money, right? One of the reasons this guy keeps getting money as a director is, one, he guarantees Melissa McCarthy's involvement every time. They always make money. They're always on time. They're always under budget. So because people like him keep fucking tricking people like us into
I
watching
said
these things,
don't.
they
I
will
said
continue to make
don't.
money. So until people get together and go, you know what? I've had enough of this shit, and stop watching Hubie Halloween and Thunder Force, which I've never watched Hubie Halloween. This stuff's going to continue to happen. It was
Well, I feel it's unfair to Hubie Halloween now. Now you have to watch Hubie Halloween. 'cause you
no,
watch something
no.
worse.
I never watched Jack and Jill. I never watched
no,
any
fuck
of that
Jack.
shit.
I will
So I
never.
watched
I've never watched Jack and Jill. I'm with you on
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Like I like watch films to purposely watch bad films. I will never watch Jack and Jill.
Yeah. So
Anyways, yeah.
this one is it was not good. It was way too long. I was in the middle of making dinner, and so we got to a natural breaking point. I'm like, look, at least it's almost over, and I hit pause. And then I see the progress bar,
I
and
did that too.
it was only a third of the way through. I'm like, what the fuck
like,
is happening?
what?
This movie has felt like it's 3 hours long. The first act, they set up this. How is the odd couple friends? Why do they know each other? And they spent too fucking long on this part for no reason.
Yeah.
And then they just drag out the this is how you become a superhero montage part, and then they drag out the whole thing at the end. It wasn't paced well.
Yeah.
It wasn't written well. It wasn't
Everything
acted
about
well.
it was terrible.
Yeah.
According to OJ, they committed the ultimate crime, which they ruined a classic. Kiss from a Rose.
Oh yeah.
I
Now-
love that
I don't
song.
know what it is about
No.
this, but this
Better
fucking film
forever.
has this. They must think it's just so awesome to break out into song where they just sing along with a song, and they think it's suddenly endearing. The
was
film seems to
horrible.
think that singing along with famous songs makes everything better or super endearing. They do it at least
I like that song.
at least 2 to 3 times.
That whole
They
dancing
kinda
like
was
the movie
horrible.
I'm not watching your movie to watch 2 people sing a song poorly. I'm not. It's not funny to me. None of this was okay. I'm gonna give the film this. I think there's 2 funny jokes in there. Okay, but you have to go through what is it? Fucking way
9
too
hours.
long. 9 hours. Okay, so let's do a little.
What are the
little-
jokes? I honestly
Okay,
I do not
Well,
remember.
let's
I'm
do the
gonna
summary
go.
of
Okay,
it.
I
so-
love
so
Jason
here we
Bateman.
go.
I want to before we get there. Like I love Jason Bateman's character, the whole
Jason
crab
Bateman's
thing,
the
him,
same fucking guy in
the
every film.
Zoidberg
fucking
off
too.
screen thing
That's
was
what
super
got me.
funny.
That
Like
one
I just love
thing.
Jason Bateman.
Whatever.
So-
I mean, if I give Melissa shit for being the same character, Jason's the same fucking character.
He is.
He's in
Sometimes,
every
yeah.
film. Anyway, so starts with a comic. So it's really bad. It's a little comic book style. Sociopaths, by the way, guys, are now superheroes. Only sociopaths, and they're
know how
called
that
miscreants.
happened.
You really only see like 1 or 2 of them. Three of them. But apparently they're all over the globe. But you only see 3. So very, very kind of limited scope, low budget kind of bullshit. And then we start off with the little kid versions of Melissa McCarthy and Octavia's characters. Octavia's very smart. Melissa's
It's
very
Emily and,
dumb,
Linda.
and she's just a butch,
cares?
and she
I'm just saying, just-
she'll beat up the bully for the very, very cliche. She's wearing fucking Slayer shirts, and she loves heavy metal and AC/DC and all these other places, which is completely fake. It's 100% fake. It rings hollow because they have a perfect
is.
opportunity in the final fight, and I start to hear some good riffs. I'm like, oh shit, hell fucking yeah, we're about to get some Slayer because it's like Melissa loves Slayer, or her character's supposed to love Slayer.
He's stronger than I thought.
And it is the most generic garbage that I've ever heard. In fact, shame on you, Corey Taylor of Slipknot. Corey Taylor of Slipknot makes just about the worst movie tie-in song I have ever seen in the industry, with lyrics such as Thunder Force, Thunder Force, Thunder Force, Thunder Force, Thunder Force.
Was he ripping off Imagine Dragons?
Thunder Force. In this fucking song by Corey Taylor, shame on you.
He added one more word to
disgusting.
Imagine Dragons made $10 million, $100 million on that fucking song. They ran Thunder with Thunder 50 times, so at least he's better than them.
Yeah. So we get the cliche thing. She's super smart. She's the protector of the nerd, and they do the nerd joke. And then they grow up, and it turns out that she creates a company where she's creating a super serum for herself, even though she has no fucking fight experience. She's a scientist, and she would get her ass kicked, right, and put herself in danger. She's going to get the super strength, and she's going to get the invisibility. Melissa comes bumbling in here and gets injections in her face and
Don't
shit.
touch anything.
And it's supposed to be Melissa McCarthy, and it's
Yes.
33
Come on.
injections to make her super strong. And Octavia only has to take 4 pills, and she gets invisibility, which sucks compared to the super strength because she could get killed, and she should have got killed multiple times, but whatever. And for whatever reason, and we have some bangers like the Urkel joke. We get the joke of her getting injected in her boobies. We have the joke of get this. Okay, so here's a big joke. She goes, Octavia, you should be called Bingo. You need a cool superhero name. Your name is Bingo. And she's like, Bingo? No, I don't like that. That just reminds me of the dog, And the song, the dog, Bingo. And she's like, no, it's not Bingo. It's Zero. Zero is his name-o. No, I don't think that's how it goes.
Yep.
Zero is his name-o.
Yep.
I get it because...
Well, that just, I don't know, it just reminds me of the dog, Bingo.
It's not a dog, Bingo. I mean, are you thinking Zorro? Zorro was his name, oh.
That's not correct.
We gotta think of a team name.
Because why? I don't understand. Anyways,
And after the injections, she gets super strong, and
gets-
she's like, "Hey, you need to eat raw chicken."
oh, I almost forgot the raw fucking
Yes,
chicken.
you need to eat raw
So
chicken.
this is a multiple reoccurring joke where she sticks raw chicken in her mouth, and
She's
the
like,
camera,
"Oh, I can't do it. Oh, it's so good."
the camera goes so close on her mouth.
It's the lowest of the low.
And it's really bad. And so the first time they get powers, they get in the Lamborghini. They can barely get in the Lamborghini because of their costumes. They go out to stop a convenience store robbery. And that's where we see Jason Bateman's character.
The crab.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, it breaks into a dance sequence,
Because they have
love
that
sequence.
love connection.
Mhm.
Love
Why?
at first sight.
That's disgusting. His crab hands are disgusting.
Some people like
and
crab.
she, for no reason. I mean, I like crab. I like to eat crab, but I don't know what she sees in his
She got
character
that surf and turf.
immediately. Yeah, was the funny part.
Yeah.
Surf and turf is a funny line because she has sex with him
For
later
information.
on for information, which is so stupid because. So apparently the main villain is actually the mayor, but it's his henchmen that are all dressed up real nice afterwards after they rob a convenience store. So what is the goal here? Is that how they make money, robbing gas stations? But then they're also doing this masterful plan, and it's like Lex Luthor. And no,
He's here to clean up the
it wouldn't-
town.
His people wouldn't be doing that. Yeah, I guess they're creating petty crimes so that the mayor can say, "I'm going to clean this up." Because the mayor himself is a miscreant. But don't forget, Octavia has a daughter character, so she comes into play here. She's sort of like their handler along with the CIA agent lady, and they create this superhero team. No oversight from the government, the city, nothing when they go out initially. They just report on. I mean, nobody attempts to take the powers away from her or experiment the military or anything like that. They're just going out. I'm thinking too much into the logic of it.
You are.
Hey,
But
dude,
as a gamer, I got
we
pissed.
are.
As a gamer, I see they're playing fucking Fortnite on the iPad at 4 frames per second. Did you see that? Like, it's really fucking bad. And we have, and then we learned that Melissa McCarthy has no idea how to do the backpack kid dance. And so, like, the camera
They
constantly cut
zoom-
way.
yeah,
they
zoom
up
way,
so
yeah.
that she's not doing. And then she does it for like half a second. Like a move. No, Melissa, stop it. You don't. No. Stop trying to connect with the youth through the backpack kid dance. It's not the Fortnite dance. It's the backpack kid dance. Anyways, yeah.
Hey, we got a. They tried to
That's
make a
it.
funny joke out of the Super Bowl shuffle. Remember that? That was there.
I have
Bears.
no idea who
Bears.
that joke was for.
The
I
Bears.
mean,
Oh.
they're. I mean,
Yeah.
is it for you guys?
No.
Sports fans. I
no.
no.
Well, 'cause-
I didn't like the Bears. I mean, I guess it's for Chicago
yeah,
fans. So
'cause they
people in
made their
Chicago must have
single.
loved this film because Melissa is a hardcore Chicago sports fan. But anyway, the flirting sequence with the crab in the convenience store is possibly the stupidest, cringiest thing I've ever seen. They go over the top to make it funny, and I wanted to maybe be charmed by it, but it just didn't work for me. I didn't like it at all. And then we get the mayor. The mayor. There is one funny joke. I wrote it here. So after they, so you got the mayor, and then you got this progressive mayor, this female mayor, and she's like the nice one versus the evil guy, and he's full of himself. He's constantly killing his
Henchmen.
henchmen, and I like that. That's not the joke, but that is another part that I like. The best part of the film is actually the villains. The villains have more dynamic and funny moments than the heroes. But anyways, so the joke is that the mayor then bursts into their headquarters, threatens them. And the one funny joke is this laser lady. She's like the only miscreant with good powers, and she just terrorizes the city. And so she walks in with the mayor. And Melissa's like, does she always walk that slow? Because, like, she does that evil walk out. And she's, like, pointing it out. And that kind of referential humor in what we've seen in other, superhero films where their villains always walk like this and look really crazy. And the mayor... And then also the mayor doesn't know which way to go out after he burst into there. And he's like, this way. So it made me chuckle. But with zero, it was like a fucking cricket in my fucking house. I could hear the whole film. And then that little thing where she's all walking slow.
I think at that time we're just like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That made me laugh.
What about the half Korean joke? He's like, he's half Korean?
Half Korean.
It was like the funniest thing in this whole garbage fire of a movie. There's nothing else going on here.
And it's just, the Andrew thing where he's like going to kill. The next time I'm going to kill somebody, it's going to be Andrew. Because the guy's
Call me
always
Andy.
killing.
What Andrew?
And,
Whatever.
and Bateman is like, I don't think it's a good strategy to continue to kill our best guys.
Yeah.
You're just killing our guys. Anyways, then they do this random dinner with the crab man. And they figure out they both love raw chicken. He's very offended when the waiter suggests calamari and crab cakes and things like that. So that was
That was the
apparently-
thing.
It was very funny.
funny thing.
But she rubs butter on him, right? Because that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
It was
disgusting.
very weird.
Yeah, the bumbling
She
from the villains
seasons
were all
him
right.
with Old Bay.
And like I say, and then, eventually, so if they endorse the other candidate, the mayor gets fucking pissed, his eyes glow red, and he's strong. And so he has this plan. He's like, fine. And because they endorse them, the progressive mayor wins. This mayor loses. And he's like, okay, don't worry. I'm going to throw a big party, and I'm going to celebrate everybody. But he's like, he gets all the people that voted. Somehow he gets all the people that voted not
It's
for
a movie.
him
Stop
to
thinking
show
about it.
up for that. And in this building, he's got a bomb, and he's going to blow it up. So then the fucking, Thunder Force goes there. They figure out about it, and so they have a confrontation. This is the final sort of climactic battle. I'm just going straight there because fuck this film.
Yeah.
And then they have the climax, and that's where there's a song that starts, and I'm like, okay, this has some potential. I'm like,
Psych.
fuck yeah, this sounds great, and then it goes into generic. It's not Slayer, it's not heavy metal, it's just awful. And of course, I thought they might do something cool there, but of course it's all BS because it's all BS. You know, and their Slayer shirt, all this other shit is bullshit. Anyway, the plot twist is the CIA lady that helped, Octavia set up the
Was working for the mayor.
The Thunder Force was actually betrays them and works for the mayor, and you think that she's gonna fuck him over, but no, Octavia's daughter's so smart that she figures it out instantly, hits her over the head with a thing, and saves the parents just in time from laser shooting them, and then later on even shows up herself on the scene with super speed, and saves them again. So yeah, and then the stupidest moment in the film happens where I don't know
How do we?
Wait.
one of the stupidest moments in the film. They try to do this sad tearing up scene. Do you remember this, where Melissa has to maybe sacrifice herself to take the bomb instead of just simply throwing the bomb into the water?
Exactly what I was
She has
thinking. I
super
was just
strength. She threw a bus across the city, which is stupid as fuck. There's also this bus thing. I'm like, I'm gonna throw that bus. Don't you throw the bus. I'm gonna throw the bus. Don't throw the bus. She throws the bus, and then she breaks the statue.
No, we got hurt.
It's a classic fountain. Remember,
It's
it's
a
from
fountain.
it's from Married with Children.
Don't worry, Octavia.
That show was
paid
good.
for it.
Remember
It
that? I like that
was.
show.
Yeah.
That show was funny.
So she could have just thrown the fucking thing in the air, have it explode in the water, where instead she decides to throw herself and the box in the water so that we can forcefully create the sad scene where maybe
Which
she's
was-
gonna
But
die.
Joe,
Very
they
hollow.
said that if the bomb travels too fast, then it could go off early.
No.
And so
She still traveled pretty
She
fast.
traveled the exact same speed. She could have tossed it. It would have been fine. Her body traveled the same fucking speed. Anyways, then you got the sad music. You know, they play the sad music to the sound of police sirens. Every film, as it ends, it has that, the police siren sad music as she throws up river water in
The mayor's shoe and
in
everywhere.
Octavia's lap. Yeah. Another funny throw up joke, because throw up is very funny.
It was funny when The Exorcist did it.
Yeah.
Linda Blair.
Melissa,
What about Repossessed?
but and then she tries to do the backpack kid dance, and the camera cuts away really
It's
quick
terrible.
because she cannot do that. And then they feed each other chicken. There's an end scene at the end where Jason Bateman betrays the mayor in the middle of the fight, and
Gets his
'cause
claws ripped off.
gets his claws ripped off, and now it's like, oh shit, well, his arms are fucking ripped off. But at the end, it's shown that
No, but we know that.
His
The
arms-
stone crabs regrow their claws every year, and
so
it's
he has
great,
little tiny
delicious.
baby claws.
Yeah,
in-
remember
in-
Deadpool did it. It was funny.
Yeah.
Those little legs.
Yeah, it was not funny. I don't like the crab thing, and it might be funny for you. And,
No,
that
no, there's
Melissa loved. So yeah, that's what I remember from the film. And now let's give it a final verdict. And I have no idea why we did this several days late, but we're mainly telling you
Don't
to
watch it.
avoid this, or if
Joe
you
is
want.
correct.
You want to immediately love all of your superhero content even more, maybe you can watch this, and then all of a sudden all the other content that you watch all gets +1, +2. I don't know. There's some perspective for you. So let's go with final verdicts. Remember that this film didn't make you laugh at all. Maybe made you chuckle at one
Yeah,
or
I'm
two
thinking
things.
probably a 1.
Whoa.
1, or like it made me chuckle once,
And
maybe
you-
twice. So I'm torn between a 1 and a 2. A 2 is the highest I could go.
Okay.
Because nothing really happened. Like usually,
And
these
this is not the OJ bad movie scale.
Oh no, this is the
legit
yeah,
movie
this is the
scale.
legit scale
Okay, yeah,
because
yeah.
like these characters
Sure.
usually evolve
Sure.
during. We're
I
obviously
actually think that
critiquing this film,
Yeah.
so these characters don't evolve at all.
Yeah.
Her character, Melissa's character, stays the same throughout. Usually in the movies, like something compelling or something. There's no arc with her. She's
the arc
consistent.
it happens at the beginning of the film and it is resolved instantly. You know what the arc is? That they fight they fight each other like you're so self-absorbed with your thing and you think you're better than me and let's not be friends anymore, and then later on they're now friends.
They're forced to be friends.
That's kind of the arc.
because that's they're
Because of
just
her body.
forced.
So
Everything
2 out
is
of
just
10.
forced.
I think here's the thing.
Just
I
think-
think Catwoman is worse than this. Because that's why I said it's not the worst superhero film of all time. I think the worst superhero film of all time is Catwoman.
If you had a choice,
Because
which one would you
Catwoman was
watch?
taking itself fucking seriously. It is really hard to get through
CGI.
Catwoman in a single sitting, and there are
So
no
is this
laughs.
one.
There are no attempts. Yeah, but at least the mayor and his bumbling idiots and Jason Bate and these characters.
Yeah, it's just like I like the
somewhat-
crab walk when he was like
somewhat made me laugh.
I'm at a 2. Like I said, these characters are pretty hollow.
I don't want to
There's
see it. Yeah.
there's nothing memorable about this. This is a terrible movie. Shouldn't see it at all.
Visual
And you ruined my favorite song.
garbage. What is Seal? Right.
Yes, Kiss from a Rose.
Okay. Alex.
The best thing about this movie is that it's so forgettable that I will no longer remember anything about this next week.
Good.
I don't think it's a 1. I don't think it can go that. I mean, because you have to. This movie did have a beginning, and middle, and end. It had somewhat of a story, and it had people saying words, and they weren't funny, and it wasn't good, and didn't make any goddamn sense. But there are things that are clearly worse than this. You've made me watch them that are worse than this, and so I want to make sure that as I try to guard the highest of the highs, I'm going to do so with the lowest of the lows, because this one is terrible, but it's not the worst. So I think I'm going to give this one a 2. Don't watch it. Because if these movies continue to make lots of money, and they are making lots of money, because it's still the #1 thing being watched on Netflix.
It is.
Days afterwards. They're going to continue.
number
We're
one.
going to get Thunder Force Part 2, and then we're going to, they'll continue to do
We
stuff like
don't, we don't have to watch it, right?
This is no. They better not. But if they give Adam Sandler 4 more movies after what he's done on the the platform, it's really bad. But Adam Sandler's weird, man, because he does Uncut Gems. Actually, Murder Mystery, if you haven't seen that, that's not that bad.
Well, Melissa McCarthy does serious drama stuff, too. And apparently she's good in them. She signed up for a bunch of new other stuff.
Well, this is terrible. She needs to. Her husband and her are maybe having the time of their lives behind the camera, and they think it's super funny.
Oh, they are.
Somebody needs to tell them these jokes are not funny. You need a better writer. Maybe the writer is the problem. Their dynamic is the problem. Because this premise could be funny. It's like these older women. Not in the best shape of their lives, and they crack a joke or two about it. But none of it really hits. It has potential to be funny, but it just was not. And just to hammer home, I'm gonna say it is a 2 out of fucking 10. It's really bad. 2 or 3, no 2. It's because of the fucking, the Slipknot song. It's not Slipknot themselves, but it's produced by, Corey Taylor, and the lyrics are so bad. Just like the film itself. I mean, there's a few more lyrics, and I'll read them for you now because you have to put up with this shit. Thunder Force, Thunder Force.
Thunder Force?
Just fight back when your life is torn asunder. Thunder Force, Thunder Force. Lightning never strikes if you can't force the thunder. Oh, it isn't so concerning. Here we go. The hardest part is learning. Square your stance and give them a stare. Act like you do when there's nobody there. This is the chance to be what they're afraid of. They mean to break the world, so get ready when it's time to be the one in control. Thunder Force, Thunder Force, Thunder Force, Thunder Force.
That's not making my workout mix.
We are not conceding. Looks can be deceiving.
Be the worst
In
thing
your
ever.
darkest hour, show them you have the power. That is the cringiest fucking thing that we have. And our show is based on fucking, just cheese. And it was really bad. Shame on you, Corey Taylor, and shame on you, Thunder Force, for pretending that you like Slayer and AC/DC.
They should just
and
use
all of
Death
these
Clock's Thunder
things.
Horse and just changed it to.
Yeah. Anyways, that's it, guys. Watch something way better on Amazon Prime called
Mystery Men.
Invincible. And Mystery Men is also on
watch
Netflix. You should watch that
Before
instead.
the 30th.
I like that one.
Okay, you wasted your time watching Thunder Force. We'll give you something that can kind of waste your time, but not as badly. Mystery Men and Invincible on Amazon Prime. So we're going to review that next, and we'll see you on the next Angry Joe show. Support our show by clicking the links down below to get some merch or subscribe. Okay,
Yep.
Thank you very much. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.